course.
Thanks. He just likes your face, guy.
That's the only one.
So when we're doing knee shield half guard, one of the things that I guess gets underlooked is the versatility of what the knee shield is. And obviously it's like if Steve goes to grab my head, I can use it to distance match. Number two, I have the ability to come under to attack the legs. One of the parts that I see people misunderstand is the ability to use the underhook and the wrestle up. And secondly is to go to some of the sweeps we've done. So if I use my top hand, so if I use my bottom hand as a frame, I lose the ability to sit up, to rest up. I'm basically stuck here, where if I use this hand, it gives me the ability to come up, right? So a lot of times I see people that they're not doing the wrong thing, but you know, they double up their frame. And you know, it might stop Steve for a little bit. The downfall about it is I don't have a backup system behind me, so if Steve starts to drive into me, I'm kind of getting my back put on the ground, and it doesn't really do me any justice. Where if I'm here and I come up, Steve drives into me, I've got this frame system, I can actually keep my partner at bay. So I am squeezing my knees together to stop him from being able to move. And I'm just going to go, so I'll drop my elbow on the inside, swing my elbow backwards, bring him over to me, and hug around the waist. There's not much point hugging the shoulders, because Steve's hips are free to move, and he can, wherever I'm on the hips, it's harder for Steve to move. The part that I see people have issues with is their legs trapped in the half guard, their bottom leg. So they have issues trying to get to the top. We're going to do like a pendulum sweep. So I'll post, and what I do is I scoop my leg out to take my partner down instead. And it's a really nice little mechanic, because it's not a hard to do, and it comes up a lot. Where I see people try and run to the back and they go to wrestle ups and dogfight, where this little pendulum sweep, it takes a lot of the fight out of the game. So we have the knee shield half guard. One of the things I want to do is I definitely want to deny access to this arm. So I'm not going to pull my arm backwards. First of all, I'm going to put my frame system in and then pull my arm backwards. That way Steve can't track me. Now watch carefully, it's this, come up, so we're here, my elbow goes under, and I'll ping my elbow backwards, come up, hand, here, pull the leg, and I should be in a really nice pass position on top. So for me, it's like a really nice little mechanic, just to be able to get to the top position and be able to start to at least get a really good favourable start in the game for me. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, I'll grab the end. They're kind of, everyone's getting the right concept, which is awesome. Just the underhook, like there's a couple of things on the underhook that it's not negotiable if I want to come up properly. So Steve, you should have that. If everyone on that side is easy to see, okay. So you should have that. You mind jumping over to your left a little bit? Okay. So frame, hand goes backwards, elbow to hand, sit up. It's too hard to come up onto your hand straight away. So elbow to hand here. What I'm doing is I'm taking my elbow low, and then I'm trying to take my elbow high, so that's over the top. What I'm seeing some people are doing is here, they're trying to shoot the underhook. This is called dog fight. And Steve can overhook my arm, possibly arm me. It's very hard for me to move my partner from here. Where if I can go low and I throw my elbow high, I'm on the back side, which is a lot better for me. Number two, there's no dog fight anymore. He can't wrap my arm. You know, like if he does it, that's why I'm going to take him, so that's better for me. The second part is we're going to turn our knee out as wide as we can. So I'm seeing some of you trying to come up with your partner, but your partner's in the way. This is really hard to sit up. Specific, whatever. Is if Steve's driving into me, I can't come up. So I need to turn my knee out. So I'm kind of coming out and turning my knee to drop him into the hole. And this is a lot easier to, especially when they're driving into me, right? So if they're not driving into me, it's not as important. But if they're coming into me, I almost want to kind of go, well, going that way, I'll create a void and drop you into the void. Okay, let's go again. 1, 2, 3. Just feel the difference in that. Yeah. Can I get your head this way? Sorry, Steve, just spin around. Okay. So he's done the knee shield half guard. framed across, and I'm kind of like playing the game a little bit. I'm like, okay, it's not much point trying to drive forward anymore because it's got the double frame system. Like his point is trying to reach for the head. I'm not going to get there. So what I'm going to do from here is, as Steve shoots the underhook, so as he shoots the underhook, I simply punch my hand to the ground. That's all I'm going to do. So I'm just punching my hand straight to the ground, but it's a fist. There he goes. My hands come together on top of the neck. Now, this causes quite a fair bit of pressure to my partner, so we're going to go nice and light. It's already designed as a guard pass, but we can finish the choke. So think about this as a guillotine. I know Steve's got a sore neck, so I'm not going to do this super hard. Is I pull the head into me and I drive into my partner. I kick my legs straight. So that would be the guard pass. So the way that you disengage the dart down kind of is you move your head back as far as you can. Ideally, I want him in the half guard to be able to squeeze him so he can't move. So one that counters, the one that escapes, they're going to kick their legs out. You know, so for me, it's kind of like, okay, well, I'm going to either get the guard pass or I'm going to get the dart or the anaconda. So once again, it's just a kind of game where I'm kind of going the frame set. I recognise he's up on his elbow. So I apply a little bit of pressure, he goes underhook, I simply just punch the ground and my hand goes under the back of the head, so I'm cupping the back of the head. What I'm doing from is, I know you're next door.
Oh, that's all right.
So I'm pulling the head in and I'm driving my body forward and I lock it up. I do like this grip compared to that grip, sometimes I can't get it, this is better. So now it's like a can opener, I'm simply folding the neck down and I kick my legs. Now, the thing about it is that I've still got my choke. Right. But I've got to make a decision whether I'm going to use it to guard pass or to finish. So I'm going to roll my hands through this side and cup. Now it's up to Steve which way he rolls, but I'm taking my top elbow to his chin and applying light pressure. So that's a choice. Like if I do decide to roll for the choke, I understand if he gets out of it, he'll probably get the sweet points because it was in the half guard.
Can you sprawl from that point of having...
Oh yeah, like I've got so many options from there. I would generally take the guard pass and then I'd work something from the guard pass. So 1, 2, 3, get my guard pass. That way if I roll over, he doesn't get points because I'm side control and now not the half guard. So you can play this so you can still jump on the neck, but be safe. Okay. Ian, jumping, safe your neck. So, no, I'll leave on. So I'll save Steve's neck. Okay, so near shoot half guard. Once again, so Ian frames, close up on his hand, that's the notice. So as Ian shoots the underhook under my arm, I simply punch, so it goes all the way through. I simply punch the floor and I'm going bottom hand under first. So this denies him being able to shoot my legs as well. If I go top hand, he gets access to my legs. So bottom hand, cup my hand together. Now pretend like I'm trying to chop his head off, so my elbows come in and I squeeze. Kick my trap leg long. And finish from there. If you've got shorter arms versus a longer opponent, this can be an issue. I'm not gonna lie, this can be an issue. So what I've found is if they've got a longer body and I've got short arms, I'll punch. And what I'm doing is I'm going to throw myself. Right? So I throw myself over and I like to come under the arm. And now I use that to pass the guard instead. So I'll use it like a crucifix. Like if you have, you should be able to get the dart under.
So basically, if you lose the underhook.
Yeah, if I lose, I'm going to stop him from coming up. So I post, I'll post, stop the underhook on that side and drive over. Okay, let's have a shot, guys. 1, 2, 3. Over here. Dust versus anaconda versus koala bear. Koala bear. Koala bear. All day. All day. Oh yeah.
You don't have to think. This is how.
Shoots the underhook. Punch the ground. If I go over, he's got the ability to roll me and go to my legs. So hand comes under, I cut, pull the hand in. I can go to here. And sometimes like, I'm trying to push my partner down and I'm having a lot of issues from here. So what I do instead is I bring my hands through, switch it to the side. So then, if my partner starts to defend this, I simply go like this. I bring my hands together and cut both my elbows. Right, so I cut both my elbows with the koala bear. So here, just cut both elbows. Now slowly move your hips in. Get your choke. I can go from here. If my partner starts to roll belly down, swap your hands. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Come up on the other side. So I'm using the same choke. I always want the locking mechanic on the top so I can squeeze it in. This choke here works better if I can, I'm going to lose this off, if I can walk in and start to compress my partner's head, it always works better. So if I stand in a half dome, I've got their leg into this, there's nowhere for them to go. So what sometimes is, if I'm here, I'm squeezing, they've got big shoulders or they're thin. So I like to go elbow to elbow. This is called the koala bear. I don't know why, it's something I named up. And what I said is that what I'm doing is I'm taking my hands to my belt. So I pull my hands into my belt and I start to compress. So I'm not trying to lift, I'm trying to squeeze my elbows together with my hands. Here, keep my legs long, pull in, let's get the choke. So that choke, I've had more success with that choke than the dust and the anaconda. Can I have your back here? Yeah. So it's also like one of those things. It's like, we get the back choke, and I'm trying to finish the back choke, and his hand fighting, and I'm like, man. So I just grab both my elbows together and squeeze. Like it's just like instead of going dust anaconda and the hand fighting and that, like man, and I pull the hand out, just go elbow to elbow. Put my head in zone, and the choke is super tight. So I find the koala bear, I call it koala bear, I don't actually know the name of it, but I found that to be one of my easiest to get to have your elbows, but everyone kind of goes squeezing that, so your elbows, you're trying to close your elbows to make the lasso smaller. So everyone kind of goes, I'll choke, and they actually make the lasso bigger. So when we go elbow to elbow, I like to bring it in to make the lasso smaller. Okay, change partners, we'll do this choke again, 1, 2, 3. That's on you. This is a really interesting concept, and I'm going to work what we call the underhook, or the underhook escape. So when I got shown this, it made a lot of sense. Okay, we're just doing the same thing. So I'm just going to grab Steve on top, left or half guard, and the game would be I'm kind of in the position from here, knee shoot half guard, frame comes up, shoot the unhook. Steve goes, it's no dramas, punches the ground, goes to the dust from here and gets it right. So what I want to do for me, if you think about this way, is I want to do an underhook escape when you should have an underhook escape. So my top elbow goes backwards. I'm going to take my partner over. So this has to be done on the inception when they start to get the dust and the undercut, before they put the weight down, before they roll. So as soon as they go, hand goes under, they don't have a post system because both hands are committed to my neck. And of course they're reaching over me, technically they're a cylinder. So I just need that little underhook to be able to take the weight further to be able to roll. So let's have a look at that again. How's that feel? So we're here, post, frame, unhook, dust, and the kind up from here. So what I'm doing for me is I see a lot of people, they try and stop it. So I'm going to take a big step. Take my elbow backwards, set it as far as I can, lift my partner. That's a really nice counter. For those of you that are rolling, I put myself into the knee bar position, the knee bar's here, or the guard pass. I do keep my hand under. Yes, my hand's caught underneath the body, but he can't pull the other arm out because my hand's caught underneath the body. So I see a lot of people in my position trying to pull their bottom hand out. Don't. It's actually one of the only things that's caught his bottom hand there. So for me, this is like a really nice, the ebb and flow, dust and cones. But the thing for me is I'm just working my underhook escape. Like I start the underhook escape, they go dust anaconda, I go back to my underhook escape. It's not introducing anything new. I'm not having to change my game. I'm just going to go underhook, let's go again, underhook. Okay, Ian, come in, take this step. Okay, so from here, Ian's knee shield half guard. And I post, frame, sit up, underhook, Ian goes dust anaconda. So for me, the biggest thing is take the leg that's caught, I can't move. So I wait to get to really good grip, man, like super good. Oh yeah. Take a big step. So big step. Go forwards. Roll. Get the hand under. So the hand's caught, hitting him. Okay, if you hold my leg, it's a knee bar here. I'm going to separate. Pass the guard.
So all I'm doing is I'm going secondary and hook escape to get out the dust and the conduct. 1, 2, 3. Go. Change.
A couple of you are losing the underhook. It's crucial and critical for me to escape the dust and anaconda. Like I need the underhook out. Right, so come grab your first back. So knee shield, half guard from here. Okay, frame, post, shoot the underhook. My arm stays, at no stage am I bringing this arm in. Like I'm seeing some of you come, you're here, this is why it has to be on the waist. It has to stay here. So as Emma starts to start, I'm like, oh man, and it's got it on. Okay, so my saving grace is this. I take a big step and I lift my elbow. That's going to take all her weight on me. Now, as I turn, I'll land so that her arm's pinned, and I'll give off the body hug and crush to get rid of it. But that body lock on that, well, it's right, I'm right on the internals. It's quite a nasty, and I'll squeeze, like I'm trying to squeeze a fart out of you. You know what I mean? Like it's quite a good thing. So I need that underhook. So that's why we go to the waist, and it pretty much stays, and that's what I'm using to pull you over. So I'm seeing some of you cycling, you're grabbing the gate. Yeah, obviously you won't get out of there. If anyone's got dust and contact, if that arm's on the inside, you're gone. 1, 2, 3.